Hey everyone, today we're diving into something that, let's be honest, millions of us do every single day, the commute. Now, this daily ritual can be this silent drain on our creativity and our health, or it can actually become the best part of our day. So, what makes the difference? Let's get into it.
Oh, yeah, we've all been there. You're driving along, maybe listening to some music, and then boom, a sea of red brake lights stretching out ahead of you. That feeling of your stomach propping, it's totally universal. But what's really fascinating is that new research shows that gridlock is doing more than just making you late. It's actively chipping away at your most valuable assets.
You see, the real cost of that daily grind isn't just about the time you lose. A pretty amazing study from Harvard Business School found that a long commute has a direct, and I mean measurable, impact on our creativity and our productivity.
Okay, so check this out. Researchers looked at a bunch of high-tech inventors and found something wild. For every extra 10 kilometers, that's about 6 miles, that they had to commute, their company registered 5% fewer patents. I mean, just think about that for a second. A company's actual innovation is directly linked to how long its employees are stuck in the car.
And it wasn't just about the number of ideas either. It was the quality of those ideas. For that same 10-kilometer increase in commute time, the quality of the patents they produced dropped by a whopping 7%. It turns out that mental drain from a long commute, it hits a company's most valuable, highest performing people the hardest. So it's pretty clear, right? A long commute is a creativity killer. It messes with our health, our happiness. But why? Like, what is actually happening inside our brains and our bodies when we're stuck in traffic that's causing all this damage? All right, let's look at the science of it. Because it turns out our brains are basically hardwired to react to traffic jams in a very specific, and you guessed it, a very stressful way. When you're just sitting there in traffic, feeling that complete lack of control, it triggers your brain's fight or flight response. Your whole system gets flooded with stress hormones like cortisol. But here's the kicker. You can't fight the traffic, and you can't run away from it. So those chemicals just sit there, marinating in your system, keeping your body on high alert long after you've finally parked the car. And this really gets to the heart of the problem. Studies basically break down commuting into two types. Driving, well, that's high effort. It demands your constant focus, and you never know what you're going to get with traffic. On the flip side, you have low-effort commutes, like taking a train or riding a bike, which are consistently seen as way more relaxing, mainly because you're not in that constant state of alert. But here is the really good news. We don't have to be victims of our commute. Not at all. People are discovering this incredible alternative that completely flips the script, literally turning what was the worst part of their day into the absolute best. Just listen to this, from someone who made the switch to an e-bike. They're not just putting up with their trip to work, they are loving it. I mean, come on, how cool is that? They've turned a daily source of stress into a genuine source of joy. And this just nails the emotional shift, doesn't it? Driving puts you in this isolated metal box. But on a bike, you're actually in your city. You notice the seasons changing, you find little shortcuts and cool new spots, you feel connected to where you live in a way that's just impossible from behind a windshield. I want you to just imagine this for a second. Instead of dragging yourself through the front door totally drained, your commute becomes your decompression time. It's what clears your head and burns off all the stress from the day. You're basically building a mental wellness tool right into your daily routine. And look, this isn't just a small tweak to your day, it's a fundamental shift. When you change transportation from something you have to endure to something you actually enjoy, it changes everything. Your mood, your health, your whole outlook. And hey, it's not all just feelings and good vibes, right? The practical benefits are huge. All of a sudden, your travel time is consistent. No more surprise traffic jams. You save a ton of money on gas and parking, you get your daily exercise in without even trying, and you show up where you're going feeling energized and ready for anything. Okay, so we've heard how life-changing an active commute can be. But what if switching to a bike or the train just isn't an option for you? Well, that doesn't mean you're stuck. There are real, concrete steps you can take to reclaim your journey, even if you are behind the wheel. The Cleveland Clinic actually has 3 really powerful tips for managing traffic stress. First, focus on what you can control. Your music, a great podcast, an audiobook. Second, breathe. Just do a quick body scan. Are your shoulders up by your ears? Loosen up, unclench your jaw. And third, recognize the feeling. The second you feel that stress creeping in, just acknowledge it. That simple act can stop it from hijacking the rest of your day. So here's what it all boils down to. That daily trip has a massive impact on our work, our health, and our happiness. We can either let it drain us every day, or we can decide to reclaim that time for ourselves. We've seen the hidden costs of a stressful drive, but we've also seen the incredible power of taking back that journey. Ultimately, the trip you take every morning and every evening really does set the tone for everything else. It's not just a commute, it's a choice. So the only question left is, how will you choose to start your day tomorrow?